In this video, I want to discuss the effect of a specific consumer tax on the equilibrium price. So to begin with, we know that the demand for a particular product is given by this formula, where P is the price, and the amount supplied is given by this formula, where P is that price. And the question is, what effect does a tax of $5 per item on the consumer have on equilibrium price? Okay, so the tax is on the consumer and therefore is going to change the consumer's behavior. The consumer's behavior is reflected in the demand equation. This is what consumers demand. So this tax is going to change the demand equation. In particular, in our demand equation, at a particular price, consumer is willing to buy so much of that service or good. And so if a tax is added on, the consumer is going to consider that raise in the prices. So the nominal price P is now going to be considered as really P plus 5. So instead of having P, we'll have P plus 5, and the new demand equation, I'll call it dN for new, N is for new, will be equal to minus 2 times P plus 5 plus 200. Now the supply equation doesn't change because the tax is on the consumer. It doesn't change the behavior of the supplier, although we will see that the supplier is affected by this tax. Okay, so now we have two situations, the pre-tax demand and supply and the post-tax demand and supply. And to figure out the effect of a tax, we need to solve both of these for the equilibrium price and see how much it changes. Okay, so let's solve the first. So to solve this situation for the equilibrium price, what we're going to do is set these equal to each other. That's how we find equilibrium price. So I now add 2p to both sides and subtract 50 from both sides, and I get 150 is equal to 5p, and that means p is equal to 30. So that's the pre-tax equilibrium price. Okay, and now we want to do the same thing, but now we want to use the second situation where we've added on this tax of $5. So now we have minus 2p plus 5 plus 200 is now equal to 3p plus 50. Okay, in this situation we do the same thing. We have a minus 2p, then we have a minus 10 plus 200 is equal to 3p plus 50. I add 2p to both sides. I get 5p on the right, subtract 50 from the other side, and I get minus 10 plus 150. And then that's the same as 140 is equal to 5p. And so p is equal to 140 divided by 5. So 5 into 140 goes twice. And then I have 8, so 28. So the new equilibrium price is 28. So this is the post equilibrium price. Okay, so this was what happened before, and now afterwards it's $28. The price is now $28. Now that's the nominal price. Now of course the consumer is actually paying $5 more than that. So the price for the consumer, the tax plus the price is equal to 5 plus 28, which is equal to 33. So really, what the consumer has seen go up, he's seen the price has come down for $2 because of this tax, but he's paying $3 more than he would have before. So he's actually, consumer paying just $3 more. Consumer paying $3 more. On the other hand, the $5 is being collected by the government. So where is that other $2 coming from? Well, that $2 is coming from the supplier because he lost $2 in his price. So the supplier is receiving $2 less. So you should think of this as a tax not only just on the consumer, but its real effect is to have also a $2 tax on the supplier. In some sense, the consumer and the supplier share this tax, even though the government collects it directly from the consumer.